Hello, my name is Nathan, and this is the 503 Success Portal. In this video, we're going to walk physicians through how they would enter their first patient prescription. So let's begin. When we first log in, you're going to see something like this. When I want to enter my first prescription, I'm going to click on Patient Prescriptions here on the left nav. When it opens up, if you have already entered some prescriptions, it's going to show you any that are pending that have not yet been completed, and it will show you completed prescriptions, and then you can pick things like date range of how far back to go with that. But in this video, we're going to assume you have not done those yet, and we're starting from our very first prescription. Over here on the right, you will see a link called New Prescription. We're going to click on that, and it's going to load a page that gives you a bar to show you sort of the progress through the ordering process. And it's going to ask you if you want to start with a new patient that you've never worked with before or an existing patient. And then you have your navigation to go forward and backwards through the process. We can click New Patient if we want to, and it will open up default blank forms. And this, you would simply go through and enter that patient's information. So I'm going to enter Mr. Lester Tester, and Mr. Lester Tester's email is lester@tester.com. His date of birth is 01/01/2000. He is a male, and I'm going to give him a phone number. Then we need to simply enter his address. And then for ease, if the shipping and the billing are the same, I can just click this checkbox right here, and it will copy all of my shipping information over to my billing information. If they're different, obviously, you would just re-enter those separately. I can enter some medical conditions if I have any, EMR record. Then I would enter their pertinent driver's license information, putting in some fake data there. If they have any allergies, if they don't, you just put NKDA, no known allergies. Medication list, enter any medicine they might have, preferred language. So very simple, quick rundown. You only have to do this once, because then it'll enter that patient into your system, which we'll look at in just a moment. Once you have a patient entered, you can also skip through this and just do existing patient. And existing patient will ask you to put in a last name, date of birth, city, and or zip code. You can pick whichever one you want. You don't have to do the full. I did just B, and it brings up any names, last names that have B in the name. So I can do a partial search here to find that patient. When I find the correct patient, I would simply hit select. The advantage here is now I'm not creating multiple records for a single patient. I don't have to worry about accidentally entering their data wrong because it was already entered into my system. We just need to check and make sure everything is complete. Either way, once I'm done with this form, I would just come up here and hit next. It's going to advance you, and it's going to do two things. It's going to pop up and suggest that I have an address wrong. This is a completely fake address. I'm not sure that exists at all. And actually, our verification is saying it does not know that address. It's not giving us any potential. If it found an address that was close and it thinks it's correct, you have an option to say use the corrected address that would be here. Or I can say my address is correct, just use what I gave you. And that's what I'm going to do because I know this is a fake address. The next screen is going to ask you whether you want to bill it to the physician or to the patient. For simplicity, I'm going to put physician here at this point. If you do patient at the end, when you complete it, the patient will get notified to make a payment for that prescription. So I'm going to pick physician. Ship to, I am going to pick physician also. There's a little bit of complexity here if you are doing controlled substances. If I choose physician for the ship to, it will not allow me to add any controlled substances to this prescription. It will only allow those to be added if I have patient selected. But in this case, I'm going to go forward with physician, and I'm going to hit next. Next, it's going to allow me to enter my actual prescriptions. I can pick a category here, and it will show me a filtered list, or I can choose not to pick a category, and the drug list will be all possible drugs that you're allowed to prescribe in your account. I'm going to pick one of these. It's going to show me my unit price, concentration, all the pertinent information. Make sure that matches what you're ordering, that you have the right drug. I can pick the quantity. I can give it directions that I want to put with the order. I can even give it notes, like so. I can give it prescription notes or instructions, like so. How many refills? It'll show me my price, and then I will select add to cart. And assuming I filled out everything that's required here, it will add that item to my order. So notice I have that information here in a line. I can, if I want to, click continue shopping. If for some reason I have another item that I need to fill, I can go in, add another item. If I'm only adding this single, I would hit next to advance. My next screen is when that patient was last seen. So you must enter the date that you last saw that patient. I'm going to put yesterday, and I'm going to advance. Next, it's going to ask you how you want to ship it. This demo account, I only have one shipping method that's ground, and it's a $5 fee. Depending on the pharmacy and your location, you may have one or more options here, things like cold pack, overnight, 2 days, so forth. You would just pick whatever shipping you prefer, and you will advance to the next screen. Here, you would either enter in your billing information, or you notice we can save with tokens. We can save a pre-entered card. So I'm going to make that selection here. And if I have a promo, if your pharmacy offers some sort of promotion for this prescription, you can enter that promo code here. I'm now going to advance again. And now I am to the summary screen. Quick and easy, we're almost done. I just review everything I put in, make sure it is correct, complete, thorough. Assuming that review is accurate, I will hit next. It's going to pop up a choice. I can either go back and make changes if I realize I missed something. I can add something else to the cart, or your preferred, hopefully you've done that all correctly at this point, would be to just select checkout. It's going to process that order. It's going to give you a thank you message. You can print this if you would like. You can email it to yourself or to a patient, or you simply select continue, and it will take you back to your prescription screen where we started to enter the next prescription. You will notice that we now have another prescription, tells you who entered it, the patient's name, some of their information, and it shows the status of pending. So that is the order we just entered. Quick, simple, easy to do. Only a few clicks through and you have your prescription entered. If you have any questions on this process or have any difficulties, please feel free to contact us and we will be happy to help you out. Thank you and have a great day.